This is Nightline.
Tonight, fake Ozempic and illicit weight loss drugs flooding the internet. Some even saying it made them sick.
I seriously felt like I was about to die. At one point, I opened my eyes and I couldn't see. Everything was blurry.
As A-listers from Amy Schumer to Meghan Trainor and even Oprah go public with their use of GLP-1 meds, those without celebrity budgets are looking for bargains. With bad actors seemingly everywhere, how can you be sure you're getting the real thing?
How easy is it to get in contact with somebody who's either selling counterfeit or some sort of weight loss drug?
Very easy.
Plus, Lili Reinhart breaking out as Betty Cooper in the massive hit series Riverdale.
You guys want to join us?
Riverdale was such a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Now in a new project taking a serious turn as an internet watchdog.
There are really these, what people refer to as first responders of the internet.
Why she says this film turned her off social media. And meet aspiring actress Tilly Norwood.
Thanks for watching.
Why Hollywood is in an uproar about her.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline.
Thanks for joining us. Tonight, fake Ozempic and illicit weight loss drugs. As more Americans come clean about their success with GLP-1 meds, bad actors are flooding the market with low-price counterfeit products that look like the real thing, but are often anything but, putting unsuspecting users at risk.
I seriously felt like I was about to die.
Then I took some last night and I've been vomiting all morning. I'm in bed now, I'm in bits.
That's when the penny drops. Girl, what the hell? Why did you just buy fake Ozempic off the internet? Are you stupid?
Federal officials are asking consumers to be on the alert for counterfeit Ozempic.
The FDA issued an alert saying counterfeits have been found in the U.S. drug supply chain.
Counterfeit weight loss drugs wreaking havoc and forcing officials to sound the alarm.
Have you seen a surge in counterfeit weight loss drugs?
Absolutely. Patients are willing to do anything to get their hands on this product, and they're risking their lives.
It's the skinny shot that changed Hollywood. Celebs from all over using GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic and Mounjaro to lose weight. From legends like Oprah Winfrey to pop princesses like Meghan Trainor. But for those without celeb salaries, the sometimes uphill battle to get name-brand GLP-1 medications can be daunting.
These prices are absolutely outrageous.
Your GLP-1 medications could be free or they could be like $900.
And some bad actors are pouncing on that demand, creating a potentially dangerous black market of counterfeits and illicit drugs that are scamming buyers and even making some people sick.
They're having seizures, frothing at the mouth, almost dying.
We're going inside the illicit world of counterfeit GLP-1s. A simple search turns out endless alleged sellers. I tried it out myself.
This one says Ozempic's for sale. These are a lot of these online GLP-1 sales.
A few key phrases unlocks a dangerous dark web, allegedly peddling Fozempic and other fake weight loss drugs.
When you spell it correctly, nothing comes up. But when you misspell it, a lot of other sites come up. It looks like a wink way that counterfeit GLP sellers are going around restrictions.
Eric Feinberg works for the nonprofit Coalition for a Safer Web.
How do you spot a counterfeit?
Because number one, when you see in the profile that it basically says no RX.
Why is that a red flag?
It's a red flag because you cannot get a prescription drug unless you have a prescription. When the minute you see no prescription needed, and also the payment process is like, Bitcoin, Zeal, PayPal. No, it can't be. And a lot of this is coming too out of country.
So I was told to take 2.5. So I was taking 2.5 for the first 3 times, and on the 4th time, I took actually 2, not 2.5. So I actually took less. And it's still done what it did. But yeah. As soon as I took the 1 injection that was wrong, I knew straight away. I felt sick. I was curled up in a ball, I was vomiting.
Ashleen Horgan-Wallace says she believes she took counterfeit Ozempic, never imagining how these syringes could harm her as much as she says they did.
I didn't do too much research. I should have really done more. I just took word of mouth from my friends.
The 46-year-old Big Brother UK star has made a name for herself with her flirtatiousness.
I was told that I'm very good at manipulating people to do what I want.
And her ferocious outbursts.
It's so f***ing small, that's why you're so angry with life.
In the last few years, Ashleen says her weight ballooned in the midst of what she says was one of the lowest points of her life.
I started to actually, as I say, eat my feelings. I was just sad, depressed, and food was the only tonic that I could find. And I needed a quick fix. I wanted a quick fix.
She says she never tried to get a prescription in the UK, where the National Health Service is largely funded by taxpayers.
I knew for a fact that I couldn't get Ozempic or any type of weight loss drugs because I wasn't morbidly obese, and they would say to me, you're not allowed it, you don't need it, go to the gym, change your diet. So I didn't want to do that, so I went to the black market. My friend found a website on the dark web, and we WhatsApped this company and started to order our Ozempic, or what we thought was Ozempic.
She says she paid £300, about $400, for 4 syringes, no prescription necessary.
It was sent through normal post, through the mailman. I opened the box and it was a needle in a package, and it said Ozempic on the front of the box. To be honest, the first few injections were totally fine. My appetite was just gone. Grab some fat and just literally just inject it.
Ashleen says what she thought was Ozempic didn't even come in a pen like the drug should.
I've got my diarrhea here. I can't even, I take one sip and I'm vomiting it out.
That's Ashleen, so sick that she could only send voice memos to her online supplier.
I'm sweating all over. Like, it's weird as babe, trust me.
At one point, I opened my eyes and I couldn't see. Everything was blurry.
Her remaining syringes still in her fridge as a cautionary reminder.
You just don't know what you're getting. It can be water, it can be alcohol, it can be insulin, and that's obviously really dangerous. You can get infections, you can get the low blood sugars, I mean, a whole host of issues.
Ashleen says she never went to the authorities or even sought medical help because she was too embarrassed. And experts say she's far from the only one. The number of victims likely far underreported.
This could be, somebody you know, this could be a parent, a sibling, a friend of yours.
That danger is what keeps Nicole Johnson up at night. She's a special agent at the Department of Homeland Security.
If a consumer has no other choice, they have to buy their prescriptions online, always verify before you buy. Go to safe.pharmacy or Legit Scripts and check that online pharmacy to see if they're legitimate or not.
In less than 2 years, the FDA has seized thousands of units of counterfeit Ozempic that made its way into the legal American supply chain. The agency advising everyone from doctors to retail pharmacies to consumers to check the numbers on their Ozempic boxes and showing just how anyone could be fooled by the fake needle's label compared to the real one.
How big a health risk is that?
I can't speak to the FDA's seizure, but the legitimate supply chain is still your safest place to buy pharmaceuticals.
And yet that's a pretty big security breach of a legitimate supply chain.
Correct.
The FDA declined ABC News' request for an interview and in a statement said it is actively working to protect consumers from counterfeit GLP-1 medications through a multifaceted approach that includes public awareness, enforcement actions, and collaboration with other agencies. When illicit drugs are shipped to the U.S., they have to go through massive ports like this one in Cincinnati.
We conduct all of the exams on the shipments that we hold for inspection in this area right here.
Port Director Eric Zisselman oversees the seizures made here. Anything from fentanyl to counterfeit watches to this box of marijuana.
The more that we intercept shipments, the more trends tend to change. The bad guys have all the time in the world to sit around and think about how they're going to beat us. So we have to stay on top of all the intelligence that is out there.
This table is full of illegal GLP-1s seized based on suspicious packaging.
We got one box, one Ozempic pen here, a lot of Spanish writing on it. So something that's going to come into the U.S. as a legitimate product is not going to be in Spanish. It has to be in English. Probably meant for a South American, Central American market.
Once a drug leaves its intended route, really all bets are off. You cannot vouch for the quality of that drug. How do you verify the storage conditions that drug was held in?
Catherine Eban reports on counterfeit drugs and other medical schemes for Vanity Fair.
There are really no global treaties related to pharmaceutical safety and quality. You know, it can be sort of playing whack-a-mole to try to track these counterfeits as they pop up in different countries.
I put like cow fat on my face this morning.
Cow fat?
Yeah.
Where did she get that?
From Amazon. But at least I didn't get it from the black market, eh?
In London, Ashleen is warning others to be wiser than she was.
Like when I think back, how could I have thought that this was going to be the real stuff? It's just stupid, mind-bogglingly stupid. I can't believe I did it.
She says she'll probably never try a weight loss drug again, counterfeit or not, but admits some things are hard to let go.
When I first got over the sickness and realised I wasn't going to die, it completely changed my attitude on weight. I was like, so what if I'm fat? I'm alive, who cares? But a few months on, I do care again. I'm so shallow.
For much more on this story, watch Impact by Nightline, The Dark Shot, counterfeit weight loss drugs, now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu. Up next, Lili Reinhart became a household name playing Betty Cooper in Riverdale. Why she says the fan favorite series left her ready to tackle anything. Welcome back. Lili Reinhart is known for her breakout role of Betty Cooper in Riverdale and being J-Lo's partner in crime in Hustlers.
We are a family now. A family with money.
Now she's flipping her script with a serious turn in the film American Sweatshop. She sat down with Nightline's Ashin Singh.
Lili Reinhart, welcome to Nightline.
Thank you so much.
And congratulations on your new film, American Sweatshop.
Thank you.
Yeah, in this film, you play a content moderator. Your character is Daisy, and the role of a content moderator, I feel like people know so little about.
Well, I had no idea what it was either, and I think maybe vaguely knew that they existed, like you said, but yeah, there are really these what people refer to as first responders of the internet,
Sure.
who are online 9 to 5 watching these videos that are flagged online for either being violent or sexual or inappropriate in some way, and they sort of go through and delete these videos off the internet.
Content moderators are seeing the worst of the worst that the internet kind of has to offer.
Yeah.
How did you bring humanity to this role, and how did you actually prepare yourself for this role that often operates in the shadows?
I think me as a child of the internet age, I very much had my own experience growing up watching very disturbing things online that I was never supposed to see. So weirdly enough, I think I pulled from just my own experience of being a 12-year-old and being in my friend's basement on the desktop computer watching things that I should not have seen at such a young age.
Lili, I'd be remiss to not ask you about the success of your breakout role on Riverdale.
Do you guys want to join us?
What was it like working on that show, and how did it sort of inform the roles that you took subsequently after having such a massive hit?
Yeah, Riverdale was such a once-in-a-lifetime experience. It really was. I got to grow up with these wonderful people I got to work with and be on a show that truly, I don't think a script could come my way that had me doing something that I have not done sort of an element of already in Riverdale. But it really sort of prepped me to be able to do quite literally anything, I think.
I mean, just come to think of what a departure the role of Daisy is from what you were doing in Riverdale, but now you see sort of the elements of how that show kind of plays into every role that you've kind of taken on since.
I think post Riverdale, I just take one script at a time and I focus on character. I sort of just, I'm winging it.
This movie shows the toll that the internet actually takes on the people who are sitting there content moderating, and we actually see you witness a heinous crime. Let's take a look at a clip really quick. So it's this harrowing moment where you're kind of witnessing this act of violence.
Yeah.
What do you think it was about this moment that Daisy witnesses that causes her to kind of snap and latch on?
Oddly enough, when I was shooting that scene, I was looking at a blank monitor. So I was having to sort of use my own imagination of, because they hadn't shot that scene yet.
Sure.
So I had nothing to go off of. And then the shot of my eye, the close up of it where you do see the footage, was shot on a completely different day when they had shot the footage. So when you see me at the monitor sitting there, I'm actually looking at nothing.
We actually sat down with director Uta Brezowitz, and she let us know that, working on this film really forced her to re-examine her relationship with the internet. Let's take a look at what Uta had to say really quickly.
At the time, my kids were at an age where my husband and I were thinking about giving them smartphones. And I couldn't help but think, am I just handing my kids something that really makes them part of a huge community and opens the world to them, or am I handing them something that possibly will really damage them?
So did making this film actually change the way that you look at the internet?
Since I've shot this movie, weirdly enough, in the last year, I have been really put off by social. I think I used to think there was some silver linings in terms of community and sharing stories, and I do think those exist, but ultimately I think the cons of the internet far outweigh the pros, at least right now.
I think we can all be a little bit more intentional about trying to make the internet a more positive place.
I agree.
Lili Reinhart, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Our thanks to Ashen. American Sweatshop is now available for streaming. When we come back, meet Hollywood's first AI actress, why she's got the industry in an uproar. And finally tonight, Tilly Norwood is just like so many other aspiring actresses. Beautiful, charming, courted by talent agencies. But there's one difference. Tilly Norwood isn't a real person. She's an AI-generated image. Here's ABC's Matt Gutman.
You've seen just about everything on the big screen, except this.
Tilly Norwood, 100% AI generated.
Tilly Norwood is an AI-generated actress gaining attention and drawing swift backlash as interest from a number of Hollywood talent agencies is growing. Eileen Vandervelden, who runs the company that created Tilly, said they will soon be in talks to have their AI character represented by a talent agency. Vandervelden once said she wanted the AI-generated actress to be the next Natalie Portman or Scarlett Johansson. Facebook and Instagram accounts for Tilly Norwood portray it as an aspiring actress, perfectly imperfect, down to the freckles and blemishes, with a British accent to boot.
Thanks for watching.
The notion that Vandervelden claims that talent agents were circling has drawn the wrath of Hollywood royalty. Emily Blunt telling Variety's Clayton Davis,
"That's an AI.
Yes, that is a...
Good Lord. We're screwed. That is really, really scary."
And it's about to be signed.
Hollywood's powerful actors union SAG-AFTRA with a statement saying creativity is and should remain human-centered. The union is opposed to the replacement of human performers by synthetics. Tilly is the first creation from Sequoia, the world's first AI talent studio. Responding to the controversy, Vandervelden saying, like many forms of art before her, Tilly sparks conversation, and that in itself shows the power of creativity.
Our thanks to Matt. That's Nightline. You can watch all of our full episodes on Disney Plus and Hulu. We'll see you right back here same time tomorrow. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.